Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the Buffalo Bulls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Give to the single back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space. So Minnesota's offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll throw it. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quarterback adapting. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And we finally get at least 3 on the board. I know everybody had this at home. We were all expecting the 5-0 to start this one out the gate. So low scoring, not a lot of points. Shoot, maybe that's enough to get it done.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speeds.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. The Bulls get enough to move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Morrow.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And the Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Unloads it left. It's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. Go straight ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now the toss. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Golden Gophers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and
he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Shelton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Punt is on its way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Taylor. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Roberson. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
The Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Gets it past the marker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gets it to him on the screen. Spins away from the defender. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Taylor has it. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be...
Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Roberson. Got it behind the line, it's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
1-6, not 3.
They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shelton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Snagged in the middle. It's King. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.